Hi there, my name is Nethergam, and today we're playing Subnautica. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were going to start getting this OCF up and running, and now it more or less is built, at any rate. There's just some stuff that we need to do to get it activated, which I thought might be kind of fun to have on camera, so I didn't want to totally do it off camera. Namely, I'm doing things a little bit differently in terms of the numbers that we're doing. Whoa! Easy game, jeez. So, more or less started to be built here to get everything running, but I haven't set up any of these auto crafters yet because I'm going to do them a little differently than I did last time. So, and there's going to be a little math and stuff that we're going to want to figure out. So, basically what I want to keep is I want to make it so it only crafts enough resources for approximately 32, which is a ton, but 32 ore consumers. That way, it won't go overboard. We shouldn't fill up the disks too quickly and all that kind of stuff. And it means all of the numbers are a little bit more discrete and, you know, exactly what they should be as opposed to just whatever and just let it fly. So we're going to go ahead and say we're going to want to create continuous operation. So basically anything that I need 2 of in the recipe, I'm going to want to maintain 64, right? So we need 2 glass per ore consumer. If I want 32 ore consumers, I want this to basically say, hey, always keep 64 glass, right? That way I can take 32 ore consumers worth of glass. That won't really be necessary, but it will hopefully be the right amount. Now, we have this assist settings thing, which we won't need here because this is raw material for the ore consumers. Hello, how are you doing? Come on in. Yeah, do whatever you got to do. But for something like, so that's the glass. The next thing we're going to need is, let's say, the plasteel. So let's say plasteel, we're going to want to continuously craft 64 because we need 2 of those for each ore consumer. What do I do it on this side? No. Select craft to assist. This is crafter, I guess we'll find out in a second. There. So we're going to need titanium ingots for this. So what I'm hoping is that we can set this guy. All right, hold on. Let me, this is ACU 019. So, let's see. Oh, select crafters to assist. Interesting. These get grayed out. Why?
Seek fluid intake.
Really? Jeez, I just drank water. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, I don't think I'll worry about this. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Because I would have thought I would say, hey, ACU 019 won't be able to do its crafty recipe because it won't have titanium ingots. So I thought I could say, hey, you assist 19, make titanium ingots. Can I set this one? Nope. Now this is nothing. Which makes me think that I definitely don't understand this, but it doesn't matter. For what I want to do here, I think this is going to be pretty straightforward. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm not going to craft, I'm going to maintain like a pretty small number. I'm going to maintain, let's just say 1 in the inventory, because as soon as it makes 1, the other auto crafter will go ahead and make a plasteel ingot, right? And then this will say, oh, I have no more titanium ingots, you know, because they just got used. So it'll make another one. And then as soon as the other one's ready, it'll make plasteel and so on and so forth. So hopefully by saying this is 1, this will sort of be able to make its 64 plasteel ingots. And then once it does, once there are 64 plasteel ingots in the system, this will also basically just stop. We might end up with 1 titanium ingot in addition to the 64 plasteel. But we won't end up with 64 plasteel and then say 64 titanium ingots, which I'm hoping is going to be what we end up doing there. So lithium will be a raw thing. So that'll be the plasteel, the glass. Next, we're going to need to do the advanced wiring kit. So we'll start with wiring kits. And here we'll do the same thing, where we'll say wiring kits. We'll maintain 1 in the inventory, because hopefully that will work the way we want. Same with computer chips. We will maintain, or no, we'll start with copper wire. Maintain 1. Hopefully this will be fast enough. If it's not fast enough, then maybe we'll say like 2 or 5. But this is sort of the gist that we're going for here. So we'll maintain 1 copper wire, so that the computer chip should be able to have plenty. But we'll also say maintain 1 computer chip. Craft that. And then we will have gold as one of the mining options. And then with the computer chip and the wiring kit and all that stuff, we should say keep 1. This we'll need for the actual thing, but this will say 32 because we only need 1 of them per ore consumer. We want to be able to make 32 ore consumers, so we'll say 1. Okay. Fine. And then this will be a raw material. So silicon rubber, we will say maintain, we need 2 of them, so we'll maintain 64. And there we go. And then this is going to be lubricant, which is going to be 1 per craft, so we're going to say 32, but also we won't need them for the drillers, so plus 6, so we'll say 38 for this. So I think that's going to be right. We'll see if the creepvine clusters that we're crafting can keep up with this. This should do nothing at the moment because of all of the creepvine that we pulled out earlier. We have lots. So if it's trying to keep 64 in the system, it's not going to have any trouble. In fact, many of these things aren't going to do anything at all because so many of these things are already in the system. So now what I want to do is basically try to figure out what sort of the ratio is. And I think it's essentially 2 to 10. Right? Because we need 2 glass, 2 lithium, 2, effectively 2 gold. It's actually 30 or 3. 3 gold, 2 silver, 2 copper, 2 table coral, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's 2 of everything except titanium, which is 10. And gold, which is 3. So I think what I'm going to do is set all of the drillers to, they're going to mine 1 of each of those materials: titanium, copper, silver, gold, lithium, and quartz. And we need 2 quartz per glass. So we will mine 40 glass per minute, or per second, or whatever the metric is. 40 glass, 20 copper, 30 gold, 20 silver, 20 lithium, and 100 titanium. I think if I do that, if I set all the drillers to do that, we should basically have the exact right amount of resources in the system, or at the right rate. But I guess in a way, it doesn't matter, does it? Because we're keeping the same amount all the time of the final things. We could just set these to whatever. And they'll just fill up. And then when they have enough, the system will make what it needs to make. So yeah, I think actually I won't do that. Because I don't need to worry about the rate at which they're making ore consumers supplies, right? I don't really care about that. As long as we have an amount of ore consumer supplies available. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry about it, actually. Never mind. How easy we change our minds. I might make the one that drills up titanium I might make this go a little faster just to make sure that we always do have plenty of titanium. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, in fact, it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to worry about it. We're going to keep these at 25 per day, or whatever the heck the metric is, the period is. We're just going to set that to keep that to 25. It'll fill up. We've just got our remote storage facilities here. These will eventually be full. We'll have 200 titanium. We'll have 200 everything else. If we don't have enough titanium, like, we could argue that 32 ore consumers is going to require 32 times 20. So technically a lot more titanium that we're going to be drilling out. We could just put more storage units down here and then we should be able to, whatever. But I don't think that's actually going to be a problem. So let's think about what we're going to need here and see what this needs to get set to. So titanium, we'll say lithium for this. And then, so that's the titanium ingots and the plasteel ingots taken care of. And then we're gonna need quartz for the glass. And then we're gonna need copper, gold, and silver. Is that right? Is that everything? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? We'll say gold down here. It doesn't really matter. So gold, silver, nope, hold on. Go. Actually, we'll leave it on that page. And we'll go through and just confirm each one before I turn everything on, just because I don't want to get a bunch of random junk. And this should be copper. Okay. So, blacklist off, filter count 1. But then this should basically be up and running, hopefully. And we'll be able to start making, I hope, my goal here is still just to get to the point where we're able to just blow through and make a ton of these drilling platforms. I just constantly am running into problems where something breaks or something, the power or the whatever, the glass was a huge issue. But hopefully that's all sorted out. I still need to fix the that CRG issue where it's pulling the glass. I thought it would just reconcile itself, but it didn't. So the CRG, the CRG still doesn't have any quartz, because I think what's happening is, oh no, this is still going. Oh, that's even worse. I thought what was happening was that this was full, but it was still taking glass and still taking quartz and trying to make glass out of it, and couldn't. Ooh, but the fact that this number has gone up so much really worries me, and I really wish I could filter remote storage units. But oh well, we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and get these things turned on. All we'll have to do is just say, hey, only keep some number of glass. We'll go ahead and do that ASAP. But here is the CRG, and we're just going to go into the OCF rather. Go into here and start setting these to just need lubricant. Keep 1, go. Keep 1, lubricant, go. Enabled, lubricant, 1, go. Enabled, lubricant, 1, go. Doot. All right, and that's basically it. That should basically be ready to roll. Let's see. Mining, and mining. Awesome. There we go. Okay. I should basically just be able to leave this now. I hope all of the autocrafters are all set up correctly, but they should be. A lot of them aren't going to do anything for a fair amount of time, because a lot of them are set to keep a certain number of items in the inventory. And I'll probably find out pretty soon if I've set something up wrong. But yeah, we're starting to get some silica or some silver, some titanium, some copper, some all the usual stuff. So we've already got a glass, so clearly that's starting to work. The quartz was turned into glass. We should only be maintaining one of these, so I shouldn't need any more. We'll need 32 of these, so I shouldn't be making any more of those. We'll get a titanium ingot at some point once this reaches 10, but it shouldn't make any more plasteel. And then we shouldn't be making any more chips, because we should only be maintaining one in the inventory. So we shouldn't be making computer chips for a good long while. So yeah, I don't think much is going to happen, except we should hopefully be getting glass as we go. So that should be the only thing that happens until we have 64 glass. And then hopefully this will fill up with quartz, and then we'll have a backlog of quartz. We'll have a backlog of everything else. You can see that this was not turned into a wiring kit because we have plenty of wiring kits already. So yeah, so far we have exactly 64 rubber sheeting. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this. I think it's working. I kind of wish there was a way to like organize these in like folders or something, like where I didn't have to, look through this to try to find out, oh, okay, here's the glass, and then I'm going to need this, and then I'm going to need this, and then I'm going to, so it's like, I wish I could kind of organize them in such a way where it doesn't actually look like there's a sort at all. How is it sorted? Who knows? C, G, T, S, G. I was just seeing if it's alphabetical. Doesn't seem to be alphabetical. Who knows? Maybe some sorting scheme that Subnautica does. But anyway, all right. I think this is functional, more or less. Let's head over to the CRG and see if we can't fix that problem with the glass not working correctly.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. All right, we'll teleport to base 13. This is right? Yep, lava deeps. Okay, cool. I don't know why. I haven't changed anything here, so there shouldn't be any reason why it wouldn't work. I've used it plenty.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right, so the CRG, OCS, whatever. This is what happens when you give everything weird little acronyms for no reason. I can't remember. Ever remember which is which. The CRG, this common resource generator. All right, let's head over here and fix this, because this is a mess. It's already a huge mess. I should have known. I knew that an autocrafter would start dumping stuff into a remote storage unit, which is the problem that we're having now. Will it dump stuff into any old remote storage unit? Well, only a particular one. Let's find out. So these are only titanium or whatever this is. Lead. Oh God, hi. Jeez. I forgot you guys existed. I was like, what is this sound? What's happening? Yeah, here we go. 17 glass. That's obviously not right. So, and as I pull titanium to use it for stuff, then obviously that causes a problem. So here, this is what I need. I basically need 288 only. So what I'm going to do is, instead of infinite craft, I'm going to just say 288. Let's cancel and then craft again, just to make sure that it takes. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully it'll stop and not make any more glass. Our quartz should start building up, and now I got to just start grabbing the glass from wherever it's finding corners to tuck into. Obviously that one over there, but let's see, any others? Not those. There was only 17 in here, so that can't be all of it. There's over 200 glass lying around somewhere. So we're just gonna yank all of this out of there. And I'm just going to start dumping this into base 13 just because I don't really have anywhere else to put it. I guess I could create a couple more formatted discs, but I don't really want to. Yeah, so now we're getting quartz, which is great. So base 13, prepare to have a lot of glass suddenly, a big infusion of glass, which is fine. Look, worst case scenario, I've got glass lying around. All right, but let's see where else it's putting it. Probably wherever I had lead. Oh my god, this whole thing? Why? What? Oh, right, of course. That's where some of the quartz is coming in. Well, there we go. That's the one. And maybe over there too. Hard to say. So we can actually end up with a lot of quartz. I probably don't even need that other arm drilling for quartz specifically because I already have a whole one. There's no reason why this one can't just be the only quartz driller. I guess just to, just to sort of make sure, or yeah, I guess make sure there's enough quartz lying around to support the glass production, but that's not super necessary. But we'll leave it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I guess it doesn't do anything. Costs some lubricant, but whatever. There's infinite lubricant. Costs a little power maybe, but that wind farm should more than keep up with this. So I don't know. I don't know if I care. I don't know if I care enough to try to disassemble it. Especially by the time I'm finished collecting all this glass, there's probably going to be a fair amount of quartz chilling in the remote storage unit, so that'll mean I'll have to clear that out. Alright. It won't be as much as this, so there's only 4 in there. But regardless, there's just more construction I have to worry about. Well, is there any problem that would cause conflicts or anything? I don't think so. More quartz just means that I'm going to end up with 600 quartz once this all fills up rather than 400. Is anyone going to be upset about that? Not me. All right, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. So let's see. Let's just get this all in here, and then we'll check the numbers on the CRG and see if it's 288. If it's 288, then we'll just leave it alone. If it's not, then obviously there's more somewhere else. All right, you get in there. Boop, 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 boop. And now let's see. The CRG is at 288. There we go. And it shouldn't make any more. Even though it could, because it could dump them into the flippin' remote storage units. I wish it wouldn't do that. But whatever. What can you do? But basically, these are the only discs that can accept glass. These discs cannot. Or this disc cannot. Yeah, I guess there's 2. These discs cannot. So pretty much these are just going to be for lubricant. And actually, no, not even. Oh, yeah, lubricant. Yeah, not creepvine. Obviously, that holds its own creepvine. But yeah, so basically these are just for lubricant. I put all the, like, ore and stuff in there because if I pull some stuff out and then I want to put it back, I guess I want it to go into those. I think I might want to do that for more discs and have more space to jam stuff in, but I'm not going to worry about that now. That's low on the priority list, but I just wanted to make sure this was functional so that we'd also have quartz in case I need it. Quartz isn't the most important thing I mine, really, because I only really ever need it for, like, hatches. But, so I need one sometimes, but glass is more important, but I do want to make sure that I have sort of everything, you know. This is supposed to be a collection of things that I might need from time to time, and I want to have plenty of them so I can build things and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'd like to add rubies to this at some point, but I don't know if I'd be able to add it to this thing. That's one unfortunate thing. I'd love to be able to transfer stuff from one base to another, but I just don't think that is a functionality that's in this mod. So 9, I'm gonna just go for it. Boop. It's fine. That's a small enough number that I can basically feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty good about this, and then we'll just make the quartz that, or just have the quartz that other driller is making. And then if I take some glass out and it needs to make more, there's quartz. What am I? There's probably never going to be a situation where I'm taking hundreds of glass and then blowing through all the quartz too. You know, it's just like, whatever. Or I guess the more, what's more unlikely, and therefore, whatever. I'm never going to be in a situation where I need a bunch of, this is not what I want, a bunch of glass and a bunch of quartz, and therefore, oh no, it started using up all the quartz. As soon as I took, that won't even happen. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not gonna be a problem. There we go. We did it. We solved it. Is it an issue? No, because, oh wait, can I not store stuff in here? Oh no, I can. There we go. Okay, so that's where the quartz goes. Lovely. Everything is done. Everything's happy. Everything's good. This should be working exactly right, and hopefully the OCF is as well. Pretty good. Pretty successful. Lots of stuff fixed, I hope. CRG should be cooking. That should just stay 288, hopefully. The OCF. Ooh, now we got 2 pages. We're starting to get glass. We're starting to get some titanium, but here we have a titanium ingot. So the real test will be once we have 11 titanium, we'll sort of know that worked correctly. Now it won't be until we have 64 glass, and then that starts to build up that we know that's working correctly. But so far, everything basically seems to be working exactly as intended. I guess I could take some of these things out. I don't really need these sitting in here gumming up the whole works, right? Because those aren't part of it. Anything else that's not part of it? I don't think so. I think that's all also. So yeah, there we go. Hopefully more functional CRG or OCF because it is, but I think it'll also just be a little bit more straightforward too, because the numbers should they should all reconcile in a more meaningful way. Because before it was like, oh, I have enough plasteel ingots, but I don't really have enough glass, or I have enough this. It's like now we should have an exact amount, an exact number. Obviously, right now we're going to have some weird more than we need kind of numbers, but once I start taking them to make more ore consumers, we'll start dipping below the thresholds, and then they will start keeping up with what I need and stuff. And so what we should end up is essentially with 32 of the things I only need 1 of, and 64 of the things I need 2 of, and that's it. I hope. And then, of course, the raw materials that are not stored on disk, the table corals, the creepvine clusters, and the raw materials and stuff. Those will all go up to, 50 and 200 and stuff like that. But for this is going to, I think, be a lot more straightforward and a lot easier to use in many ways. And hopefully it'll keep up with me a little bit more, and it'll make the process of building out one of those drilling platforms quite a bit easier. So let's see what kind of cash we got now. 427 million. Not bad at all. Lots more to do. Just in terms of so much. I really wish I could create a little package, a bundle, pre-build a bundle where I could just say, hey, buy me the drilling platform bundle, and it would buy me all the things I need, because it's a lot. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to need one of these. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of those. We're going to need one power pylon. We're going to need at least a refined storage unit. We're going to need a monitor. We're going to need an antenna. We're going to need some sort of server rack. We're going to need a transceiver. We'll buy 2 storage disks, although that's not super important. But we gotta keep the lubricant somewhere. And then we gotta buy 4 drilling platforms, 1 hydroponic harvester, 1 autocrafter, and that's not all, because I'm pretty sure it cost 9 million or over 9 million. So am I missing something? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Telepower pylon, antenna, remote storage unit, wall server rack. I think that's it. 4 drillers. I think that's all we need. And then, so these keep the lubricant going. Drills. This is a place to hold the lubricant. The transceivers, obviously. Ooh, do I need 2 transceivers? I think I do, because I'll have 9, 10, 11, 12 things to control. So we will actually need to buy 1 more. So it'll need to be, each one needs to have 2 transceivers. So that's about 9 million. So yeah, I think that's right. 31 items and 9 million Alterra bucks later, and that gets us 1 driller consumer platform, sort of. That doesn't account for obviously the structure that we're gonna have to build and the ore consumers themselves, but this is what we can buy in the store. Wild. All right, let's do it. I know we've looked at that before, but we'll send that to the lava deeps, purchase and exit, and there we go. Okay, I think it's gonna have to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a blast playing Subnautica. When I come back with more Subnautica, we will get another ore consumer / driller platform started, and we will hopefully see if the sort of new, more stable ore consumer factory is holding up, and what happens as we start taking stuff down. We'll obviously build another wind platform. That'll probably be first, and yeah, that's actually kind of a bummer. Maybe I should start sending the wind platform stuff here to base 13, and then the rest of the stuff down to the lava deeps, because this is actually where I need the wind platforms. But there, we got teleporters. Anyway, I think it's gonna do it. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye.
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.